3 secrets of the universe you need to know right now, okay? Because the universe is not as simple as the ego makes it out to be, all right? It's not just like this is the one way that the universe works and that's just how it is. The universe is extremely complex. And when you understand the complexity of the universe and you begin to align yourself with the universe and how it really works, what happens is that you can use that in your favor. You can shift your life and actually allow the universe to work in your favor when you understand the secret of how the universe works. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 secrets of the universe you need to know right now. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one to let go of your ego, reprogram your subconscious mind for success so you can align with your life purpose and what it is that you really want to be doing on this planet at this time, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program. So the first secret of the universe you need to know right now is that divine intelligence speeds up manifestation. Now, what does that mean? That means that there's something deeper going on in this universe than what our ego thinks. Our ego thinks that we can just control everything with the mind, and that's how we're going to manifest what we want, just by controlling and by forcing our way into the desire that we want. Now, that never works. Okay, it can work, it can take you to a certain level, but it's very limiting when the mind has this illusion of controlling everything in reality. Now, to some degree, there are things that we can control, but there's other things that we can't. Now, the point is that divine intelligence is what truly controls this reality. And that's not the ego, that's not the mind, it's the place that the mind arises from. It's your consciousness, it's the source of who you really are. It's the true nature of where we all come from as humans. And when you align yourself with that source, that speeds up manifestation, because manifestation manifests much faster when you align yourself with divine intelligence. That's the first secret of the universe, is that divine intelligence is what is controlling this big movie and game that we're all in. And you want to align yourself with that divine intelligence to allow you to manifest in a much faster way, because the ego tries to figure everything out. And it doesn't trust the divine. And when you don't trust the divine, you're only going to slow down your manifestations. You're going to create internal resistance that is just not needed by any means at all. It's not needed at all. But the ego thinks that it's needed. It thinks that it's needed to actually manifest. It thinks that we have to resist. It thinks we have to control. But divine intelligence is the secret. How do you align with this divine intelligence? Well, you realize that the universe wants to expand. Okay, that's the nature of the universe. Now, another thing to consider is that you are the universe, right? So, universe wants to expand, but at the same time, you are the universe. You're not separate from the universe. You actually are the universe. Think about that. You are not separate from the universe. You actually are the universe. So when you align yourself with the expansion of the universe, which is also your expansion, which is consciousness, that is what aligns you with divine intelligence. So you want to focus and prioritize expanding your consciousness. You want to prioritize and focus on your awareness and your presence, and the deeper that you have that connection to the present moment, that's also when you align deeper with divine intelligence, because divine intelligence is the present moment. And it's not outside of you, it's within you. But it's not within your ego. It is within your ego, but only when you peel back the illusions of the ego. When you peel back all the falsehood, all the concepts, all the belief systems, all the ideologies. When you peel all that away, all that's left is the divine intelligence flowing through you. You become a vehicle for God. You become a vehicle for divine, for divine intelligence to flow through you. And that is the key. That is the key. Because you got to realize that whatever you want to label the divine intelligence as God or the universe or, source, it's not the label that matters. The label is just a limitation that the mind creates. The truth is that there's a deeper intelligence, there's divine intelligence, and in this case I'm calling it divine intelligence, but even that is not enough to share with you what the actual intelligence is. The only way you're going to understand this intelligence and what it really is actually by turning off the mind and connecting deeply to a state of not knowing. A state of not knowing. Not a state of knowing, a state of not knowing. And then you begin to know. You begin to know more when you accept that you don't know. That's how the universe works. That's divine intelligence. Accept that you don't know how the manifestation is going to come, but be aligned with the present moment and still take action. Still take the actions towards your manifestation. Still start that business. Still do what you feel like you need to do when you're in alignment with the moment, because that's also divine intelligence working through you. But understand that whatever label you want to put on this bigger thing that we call the universe and divine intelligence, it's not about the label. It's about that connection that you have with yourself, your true self, in this moment now. So it doesn't matter what your belief systems are. I respect all belief systems. But in this moment, with this secret of the universe that I'm trying to share with you, belief systems are only a block. That's all they are. Belief systems are only a block to divine intelligence. And you can have belief systems, nothing wrong with them, but just remember that to truly tap into divine intelligence is to let go of belief systems, to tap deeply into the present moment and have that connection to the source, which is just a label. Just be connected to the moment right here, right now. The second secret of the universe is that power is not control. You see, the ego has this false illusion that it's in control of life, that it controls everything, that the ego and your mind has to figure it all out. But that's an illusion. That is a huge illusion. I'm not saying there's not a certain level of control that we have in this reality. I believe we have free will. I believe that we can make conscious choices, and in fact, better choices the more conscious that we are. But you got to realize that at a certain level, being powerful is not about controlling the external world or controlling everything. True power is about surrendering control completely. It's a total surrender to the universe. Now, surrender, I want to make this clear because some people get this completely they misinterpret this truth. Surrender does not mean that you cannot consciously create your reality and be taking massive action. That's not surrender. Surrender does not mean that you cannot change your reality. Surrender does not mean that you cannot influence your reality. In fact, only when you surrender, then you can change your external world. Because when you're in resistance to the moment and your ego's resisting life and it thinks that by controlling everything and that by controlling its emotions, it's going to get rid of that depression, and by controlling that negativity, it's going to get rid of those emotions, and then by controlling people, it's going to change people, none of those things change. When was the last time you tried to control a person? How did that go? When was the last time you tried to control your emotions internally? How did that go? Maybe if you found a way, let me know. But what I found to be effective in my life is that surrender. Allow the emotion to be there, then it goes away. Counterintuitive to the ego, right? Because the ego has a false sense of power. When I surrender that I cannot change people and I focus on being my own embodiment of my greatest version and being a full embodiment of self-love towards myself, loving myself when I embody my greatest version, then people start changing around me. My ego finally gave up control. It's like, I can't change those people anymore. Focus on myself. Then people come up to my level. And they meet me at my level. They get pulled into my movie versus me getting pulled into their movie trying to change them. That is the key. Power is not control, okay? That's a false created concept that the ego has in its mind. True power is being completely aligned with the present moment and being in what some people call your personal power. Personal power is not about controlling people or manipulating anybody. Manipulation is the ego, okay? Control is the ego. Influence is your higher self. Being aligned with the present moment and influencing inspiration is your higher self. You can influence the world in a very powerful way. You can impact the world in a very powerful way. You can be the most influential person you want to be. Whatever you want to manifest in this world, however you want to show up in the world, you can do all of that when you surrender control. When you surrender, when you allow the moment to be as it is. Because that allowance brings a certain energy to then allow you to create change. Only when you allow the moment to be as it is, then you can create the change that you truly desire. That's the way, that's the thing that the ego tries to flip around. It doesn't get that. The ego thinks that by controlling the external world and manipulating people for what they want, it's going to be able to get that. All you have to do is just speak your truth. Just speak your truth. Just share with people how you actually feel. Influence them. Stop trying to control them. Influence them. If you can't influence them, that's okay too. Connect deeply to the moment and let go of controlling them. Focus on yourself. They'll get pulled up to your level. Power is not control. Power is presence. Power is connection to this moment. Power is being aligned internally with your internal world, influencing the external world, letting divine intelligence flow through you. That's power. But is that your ego letting that intelligence flow through you? Is that you? Can you claim ownership over the beautiful ideas that you receive, that the universe is giving you? Can you claim ownership over that? Can I claim ownership over every single thing that comes out of my mouth in these videos? To some degree I can, because I'm the vehicle for those things. But I am not that vehicle or those things at the core. And I know that at the deepest level of my heart. I know at the deepest level of my heart that there's something deeper going on here than what my ego thinks. There's something deeper going on here than this false illusion of power that the ego creates. Power is not about me and my little ego attaching to my life. It's about letting that divine flow through me. That's power. And the more that you accept that your ego does not have to control everything, that is when you feel the most empowered, because you let go of this burden that you're carrying. It's a strong burden to carry when you think that you have to figure everything out logically and how the universe is going to work out. That's a huge burden to carry. Believe me, the most empowering thing you can do is realize that you have no idea how to control this reality, and all you have to do is be present. Okay, I'll close that point up there. The third secret of the universe that you need to know right now is that life is uncertain. You see, I shared this in my last video, but we have a false illusion, once again, that the ego creates, that life is certain, right? That we know everything, that everything has to be in the known. I have to know everything. I need to understand everything. I need to be very secure and know for sure that I'm going to have this safe job. Right? Security. I need to know how much money I'm going to make per year, specifically at this job, because that's the only way for me to be secure. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but understand that's a false illusion that you've created if you believe that. And I'm not saying that to attack you or any single person. I'm saying that the ego creates that. So it's not that I'm attacking any person in particular. I'm saying the ego as a construct, like the human ego, has a false sense of certainty that simply doesn't exist. And I really say that from love. I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way, because it is the truth that life is uncertain. That's the truth I want to share. That's a huge secret of the universe that can really help you to change your life in a very powerful way, because you know that no matter what path you take, whether you follow your higher self or you live life in fear, both of those paths are uncertain. One seems more certain to the ego, but it's not true. So I'll give you an example practically. Over 6 months ago, I was doing software development in college, okay? Now there's two paths I could have took, the path of certainty or the path of uncertainty, right? Where I follow my dream, and that's the path I took, by the way. That's why you're watching this video. The path of uncertainty, right? The path of being in the unknown, the path of my higher self, the path of the present moment, or stay comfortable. live in fear of this version of me not working out because I'm scared of the uncertainty. So you stay in certainty, right? Stay in fear. Stay in the known, right? What's known, what's comfortable. I know I'm going to finish those last 2 years of college. I already finished 2 years. I know that I'm going to get that job. I know it's like a certainty, right? But you got to realize at the core, even that, and this is more debatable, some people may disagree with this, even that certain job is still uncertain. Nothing's certain in life. Look at what's happening in the world right now. A lot of people thought they took a certain route and they're being shown that it was completely a lie. Many people on the planet right now are completely unemployed. If you're watching this in the future, it's the whole pandemic happening right now. Many people are unemployed. They thought they were living a certain life, and this whole situation in the universe showed them in a brutally honest way, hey, nothing's certain. Life is uncertain. Life is uncertain. I'm gonna say it one more time. Life is uncertain. So no matter what path you take, whether you follow your dream or follow the path of security, you're still gonna be living in uncertainty. So why not follow your dream? Why not follow the path of love and light and what you truly want to be doing? Why not follow your true heart's purpose? Why not follow what your soul's urging you to do in this moment now? Because this is the only moment that exists and tomorrow's not guaranteed. Okay, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Even this next moment's not guaranteed. Every single moment is sacred, okay? Every single moment has a sacredness to it. And I want you to embrace that sacredness and embrace that uncertainty. I'm not gonna stand here and tell you how to live your life, but I will invite you to accept in this moment that life is uncertain and let that guide you. It's just an invitation. Not telling you what to do, how to live your life. That's not my job on this channel. I'll never tell you what to do. I may invite you, I may give you advice, but at the end of the day, you live your life, you choose how you want to live it. But what I'm going to share with you is that try and be open to the idea that this moment right now is uncertain and that you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen a year from now. But the most important thing is that you follow what your heart wants now. And that's the third secret of the universe, is to align with that uncertainty. Because believe me, this connects back to the first point, which is that uncertainty is that intelligence. That's the divine intelligence. That's the power. Power comes from being uncertain and not knowing. That's power. The ego thinks that by knowing more knowledge, I'm going to be more powerful. Your higher self knows that when you surrender knowledge, that is true power. That is what I invite you to do, is to follow the path of uncertainty, because that's what your soul really wants. Your soul doesn't want certainty, it wants freedom. Freedom from the burden of the mind and the ego that blocks you from feeling good now. Being in a state of being where you are aligned. Life is uncertain. And I want you to think about this a little bit deeper and consider the fact that no matter what path you take, whether you follow the path of what your parents tell you to do, whether you follow your heart's purpose and what it is that you really want to be doing, not just your ego, but your true self and your consciousness and your heart, either path is uncertain. So if either path is uncertain, why not follow your dream? Why not follow what it is that you really want to be doing if either way you don't know the outcome? If you're really honest with yourself, you don't know the outcome. One of them seems more certain, but you got to realize it's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen a year from now. The key is to follow what your soul wants now. So that's all I have for this video. Just to clarify the 3 points. 1, divine intelligence speeds up manifestation. 2, power is not control. Okay, power is not control. Control is power, not being powerful. True power is when you let go of control. That is true power. And the third thing is life is uncertain. Those are the 3 secrets of the universe. And if you embody these secrets and you fully understand them at the core of your being, you will be in a much better position to live the life that you really want to live and to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest, and to feel the strongest levels of peace that you can feel while you have this time on this planet. So once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one to let go of your ego, reprogram your subconscious mind for success so you can align with your life purpose and what it is that you really want to be doing on this planet at this time, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program. As always, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.